Oh, I got this dress for free from someone else. It does not fit me. It's actually coming apart at the seams. It cannot adjust here at the straps. They sewed it, and it's really too big for me. So what I plan on doing is cutting it up, probably from here, to make it a nice shorter mid-maxi skirt for myself. So that is our plan. This is stained here, and this is already coming apart at that seam. First thing I have to do is remove the skirt from here. Your seam ripper is your best friend, and here we go. Great, so the fabric here is actually serged. If you're seam ripping and you find out that the seam you are ripping is actually serged, there's a quick tip. Go ahead and get out your seam ripper and get the smaller pieces like this, not those ones that go like this up and down. You want the ones that go in between, and then you slightly pull on both sides. I know this is impossible to see, and then pull those. Then continue to gather the thread carefully. If it breaks, go ahead and grab it again. And look, one entire thread is out, and now I just need to get the bottom thread. So I'm going to slightly pick it upwards with my seam ripper. I'm going to carefully pull it out. This way I don't have to keep ripping out each individual thread. Like this. And look, already, because both those threads were pulled out, these two can just slightly come undone. Nothing's holding it, and ta-da! I'm already seam ripping it all together out. And that is my tip of the day for removing stitches for seam ripping out a serger. Alrighty, and now we can pull the rest of the threads off. So we got the skirt removed. This I probably want to, I don't know what I want to do. So leave me a comment on what I should do with this top. But I think it has some redeeming qualities. So I have my elastic here. I'm going to wrap it around my waist. Make sure it's not too tight or too loose. A good amount. If you stretch it too tight like this, that's not good. You want it to have a little bit of stretch. This will be how tight my waistband will be. Now I create it into a nice zigzag stitch like this. Here is my tip for sewing elastic. Go ahead and overlap your elastic. Make sure that it is not twisted. Put it underneath your presser foot like so with nice overlap, and change it to a zigzag stitch. And sew across your elastic, not just once, but multiple times, like so. Now you flip upwards, and you want to keep going to make sure that your elastic is super secure. But this is how I like to secure my elastic. This might not be the prettiest job that I've ever done, but it works. And with my elastic, I like to burn the edges, just that way I don't have any of these extra little bits hanging out. So grab a little lighter and just burn it off. And look, now it is super nice and clean, and you won't have any of those extra fibers flailing and fraying everywhere. With this skirt, I want to attach the elastic on top of the fabric, and I want this black side to be on the outside. So I'm going to make sure that I have wrong sides together, such like this, and that way when I flip it upwards, you will see the black side. I'm going to make sure I find the center pieces and the side pieces. So I'm going to take the points from here to here. This creates the center front, or the center side at this point. And then I'm going to redo it again. So I'm going to mark it with a pin. Now I combine these two pieces now that it's at the center, and I find the extra 2 points this way to find this other parts. So this is essentially splitting it into 4 pieces that I can match onto my skirt so I could stretch the elastic accordingly. Excuse me, I have no clue where that burp came from. Okay, so now I have my pieces marked. I'm going to take my elastic and pin it together. So I have the right sides together, and with my sewing pins, I'm going to pin it in the places first where they need to be marked. So this is the side, and the other side needs to go where the other seam is. So I pin that together. Make sure that your elastic is not twisted. Now I pin these two pieces together. There is a little bit of overlap and it just won't fit all of it even as hard as I stretch. So I can make little pleats here at the side, and that way it will hold the entire elastic. So I'm going to start at the seam end of the elastic and slowly work my way around. This is a great time to remove my little compartment here on my sewing machine, so that way it is easier for me to sew. I'm going to keep my zigzag stitch where it is and not change anything. Here we, oops, I guess I had to hold both ways. Go! Oh, we don't want to sew over the needles. Alright, and with the last part, I'm going to stretch out the elastic. Just go over the stitches a little bit more and cut it. And that is fixing this skirt. And I can't wait to try it on. All done. Alright, let's go try it on, guys. This is what the skirt looks like, and I think it looks so much better not being attached to that red part here and that white part. I did pair it with this kind of peasant blouse, and it's really short, so I'm still wearing my nursing bra, but I think it looks really cool this way, having something super color blocked. Let me know with a comment down below what you think of this quick little, I guess, thrift fix? Is it a thrift fix? I guess it is. So let me know what you think of this little fix. I think it looks amazing!